Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Jennifer. In this video, I'm going to show you how I made this oversized ornament out of pallet wood. I decorated mine differently on each side so that I could turn it around, take the swag off, and have a different look if I wanted to. Or if you'd like, you could make one side a pumpkin for Halloween and then turn it around in time for Christmas. So if you'd like to make this ornament, stay with me and I'll show you how I did it. The very first step in this project is choosing a palette to use for your ornament. Now I have a lot of them on hand. I'm going to show you what I'm going to look for. This one I think is the one I'm going to be using because it's lightweight wood, number one. The planks all seem to be the same thickness and also the spacing is even. So I can trace a circle and get my outline drawn on it and then just take a jigsaw and cut it out. I think the only bracing that is going to remain on my finished product is going to be that center one. So I have to plan out, from the picture I saw on Pinterest, there's like a little oval at the top with a center cut out. I'm gonna have to address how I'm gonna do that. Then there's like a little collar with metal. I'm gonna have to find metal that fits that bill. Most of this down here is going to be my circle. And then in that picture, they did show like a little flat area so that if you're going to put this on your porch, that it had a flat portion of it to lean on the floor rather than having something circular completely at the bottom, then it would be rolling and tipping around. So I'm going to find something. If I have like a circle big enough, that's great. Like if you have a trash can, maybe like a lid you could put there. Probably going to take up like 2/3 of this in just the ornament. So I'm going to look for that and come back on. Okay, so this is a little unorthodox. I never thought I would use a fan for this purpose, but that seems to be about the right diameter. So I think I'm gonna use that. Next step down is this trash can lid. This fan seems to be a little bit larger. So I think I'm gonna be tracing that. But if you needed to, if say you don't have anything, find your center, tap a nail in and then take like a string or something and then trace your circle. But I think I'm going to be using that and I'm going to trace that out next. I'm going to pick these up and I want to bring this fan on here so it's centered. So I'm going to pick something on the fan so I can visually see that it is centered. I'm going to use that as my guide and I'm going to make it go off the bottom just a little bit so that it is flat. I'm just going to take a pencil and trace that. And if you want to see a review of this fan, I do have that on my YouTube page. Now I need to find out like where I want my collar to be. So I'm going to use this battery. It's just an area to leave on. One thing I need to think about, there's that circle on the top. So I need to keep all of that in mind. But next step is taking my jigsaw and cutting this out. Being mindful of things underneath. Okie dokie. Looks like I did a pretty decent job the whole way around. At the widest point, about 26.5. These slats that I pulled off, if I didn't damage them too bad, I will be putting a slat probably like here and here and nailing it in both sides. I might even reuse those nails because I kind of like that rustic look. Then I'll take it inside. I'm going to sand all this down and then probably clean it up a little bit and add paint. Just gonna hold that in place. I went out and looked in my scrap metal pile and I wasn't seeing anything, but I do have this dental molding from the top of the house left over. I have this one piece, so I'm thinking if I spray paint that like a silver, we can kind of fake the funk and make it look metallic. This is probably going to be tailored differently to each individual person. It isn't like everyone's gonna have this molding on hand, but I cut 3. I'm gonna spray paint them silver, but I think that is perfect to make up the top of the ornament, so that I have 2 of those for each side. And then I took, this is like for a wide mason jar. I'm also going to spray paint, I mean, these are old. I'm gonna spray paint that silver as well. I'm gonna cut this off blunt, and what I'm planning on doing is like drilling a hole and then mounting it to the top. Hopefully that works from each side. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut that off. And I did cut little pieces to support this in here. It definitely needs something, so I'm going to do that and just attach it with a brad nail on each side. I'm also going to spray this because I love this idea, but I thought it needed something, so that will be on top of that. These are now dry, so it'll basically kind of look like that idea. So far I really like how it looks. It's really cute. These are going to be the top part. They're going to rest in this area. I might drill a hole in the underside of both, and then they're going to rest in this area. And I think what I'm going to do is take my little mini circular saw and just kind of cut a little channel so that they're stabilized and kind of recessed down in there. So here's what I have so far, and I'm just going to take some things and embellish them. I have some leftover, this is leftover from a tree that no longer lights up. Speaking of which, I think I have lights, which would be nice to string through here. So I'm going to do that and then come on at the end and show you the final reveal. I'm going to make this swag so that I can attach it and detach it, depending what side I want facing forward. And those are the steps to making this ornament. If you made this craft, please leave it for me in the comments and let me know if this video was helpful. And if you modified yours, let me know what you did. Also, if you aren't already a subscriber, I hope you'll hit that follow button and look me up. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook as well. As always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care.